Today I'm sharing with you 5 easy recipes that are perfect for the summertime.
Oh, that looks like some cream cheese.
Yeah, there's cream cheese in there, for sure. I've got a crowd-pleasing dip, some fresh summer sides, hearty main dishes that don't require you to spend all day in the kitchen. These are the kinds of recipes that you take to cookouts, you make for your family dinner, or you can just throw together when it's too hot to think about supper. So grab a pen and paper because you're gonna wanna write down a grocery list because I'm sure some of these are gonna become your favorites this summer. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. I started the morning out by frying up some bacon on the stovetop. I've already got that done. We're gonna crumble that here in just a couple of minutes. But we are making a skinny poolside dip. It is a BLT dip. I'm not making the full amount. I'm gonna be making enough to put in this, which I feel like, I feel like this is still too big for the amount I'm making. Let me look for a smaller dish. Hang on, found it. So this is from a set that I've had for several years now, but I thought this one would be a better size because I'm not gonna make the full amount because I've been cooking so much lately. I'm trying not to have too much food, AKA too much waste around here. And I say waste because there's only 3 of us and 2 of us are really watching what we eat, so we're not eating nearly as much. So I just don't wanna make too much, As always, I'll have the recipe below, so if you're wanting to make this for like the normal amount, then all of those measurements will be below. I'm going to chop up some lettuce because obviously if this is a BLT, we've got to have bacon, lettuce, and tomato. And you want this to be pretty small pieces of lettuce because this is a dip, so it needs to be able to fit on a chip or, in my case, like a pita cracker. The other thing I need to chop up is a tomato. This is one from our garden. We planted our garden a little early this year, so I feel like our tomatoes are already, well, at least our cherry tomatoes are already slowing down a good bit. We don't have quite as many, which is fine. We were having to give away so many of them. We just planted 2 cherry tomato plants, but my goodness, they produced. Okay, so now we've got both of those chopped up and I've got lettuce all over me. The other thing we need to do is crumble our bacon. I've got like 7 or 8 pieces of bacon here. I cut them in half just in case you can't tell. But I'm going to kind of work on this and I'll be right back once I get all of this crumbled up. We're gonna mix some of this into the dip and then a lot of it will be on top as well. So let's start mixing the dip portion. Okay, for our dip portion, I think the original recipe would use this entire tub of low-fat cream cheese. We're gonna use half of it. So I'm gonna use about 4 ounces, but remember this is skinny. So we're using the lower fat cream cheese because cream cheese is super high in fat. So about half of this. And then we need about 1/4 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. Good protein in there. We need a little bit of shredded cheese. We already had some on hand, some of this pre-shredded. And I feel like you almost need pre-shredded for this because when you shred your own, it can kind of clump up a little bit. We don't need a ton. This is the taco kind, just what I had on hand. And then you can season this. So I think it mentions onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, salt. I'm gonna use this honey ranch from Spice Titan. So it's got buttermilk, honey, pink Himalayan salt, spices, onion, garlic. I mean, I figured that would probably be pretty good. So I'm just gonna add some of that in there to flavor this. And let's stir all of that around. We're also gonna add some of those bacon crumbles like I mentioned. We're gonna put those in here too. That way you will for sure get that bacon flavor all throughout. Let's taste this and see if I need to season it anymore. I'm gonna add a little more of this. It's got a good flavor already. Okay, very simple. So take your dip, put it in the base here. I feel like even just that is perfect. Would be great. Lick the spoon because obviously then we're gonna make it our BLT. So do you see this beauty? Look at that. Oh, I am so excited. We have extra bacon left over here. Don't worry, I'll eat it. Okay, for a taste test, you get me. Steven he's got our nephew and they went to the track to go run, I believe. They're working out together. So I am gonna do the taste test. I'll have Steven taste it later and we'll see if he'll do a taste test on camera for you. I'm serving this with the sea salt pita chips. I love these. And I love how sturdy they are too, so it's really easy to dig in. Should I just dig? I feel like I should just dig straight in. Okay, got a little bit of bacon, a little tomato, lettuce, all the things. Here we go. That's like a BLT, for real. Wow, the cream cheese yogurt blend seasoned perfectly, super creamy, and then paired with these crackers, I mean, it's a BLT. Okay, kind of regretting not making more. I could always make more if I wanted to, but this would be a huge hit for sure. Serve this at any potluck or picnic you're doing this summer. It's a very summery dish.
Oh, that looks like some cream cheese.
And there's cream cheese in there for sure. But it's a BLT dip. I'm gonna eat some more.
All about some BLTs. Get involved.
I am. Thank you.
Look here, I got to have bacon on mine.
Mine's got bacon in it too. The bacon is mixed into the cream cheese as well. Tink.
That's a BLT. Man, I've never had a dip like this before.
Oh, good, ain't it?
Yeah, good. That cream cheese ain't bad either.
Oh.
Man, yeah, man, there's something about tomato and bacon.
I know.
It makes that cream cheese, that is special. Man, what you talking about? Get out of my way.
You in that cabinet door. Do you want to move over here? Do you want me to fight the cabinet door?
No. Are you trying to say you can fight it better than me?
I don't know, maybe.
But this is delicious. Nice touch there with the BLT dip.
Yeah.
It tastes just like a BLT.
It really does.
BLT without the BLT. Or BLT without the sandwich.
Yeah, pita.
Pita.
Anytime I hear pita, I think of Hunger Games. Wasn't that his name? It wasn't spelled like this, pita, but anytime I hear pita, that's who I think of. We're just going to chow down. Y'all have you a good day. We'll see you later. This is a creamy dill pickle potato salad. You need 24 ounces of like the small assorted potatoes. All of these are really small, except for this really large one up top. So I'm going to cut this one, but we're going to boil these to get started. Okay, there's a couple more, and these are purple all the way through, so they may dye our water, because they definitely dye my hand, but that's okay. These aren't super small. I wanted them to be a little bit smaller, so I'm chopping up several of them. Okay, we're gonna fill this up with water and get it over on the stove. The recipe says to add like 2 tablespoons of salt to the water, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So we're gonna let that come up to a boil. I'm gonna put a lid on it just to let it do its thing, and then we're gonna head back over and chop up a few more ingredients. A very sweet subscriber sent me these from Amazon. They are herb scissors. I grabbed some chives from my indoor garden. We just need this for garnish a little later, but I'm going to chop these up now. We just need about a tablespoon of them. They are so handy. We've used them multiple times already, it's not on camera. So we got that for our garnish. Then I've got some fresh dill. I guess I could do the same thing, but it's a little tougher to do. Let's see. And then it came with this little cleaner tool run through there so you can get all of it out. I love that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now I've got this large bowl. We're gonna start mixing up everything else that's gonna go in. We need about 1/2 cup of sour cream. We just need a tablespoon of mayo. We need a tablespoon of lemon juice. We're gonna be chopping some of these garlic dill pickles up here in just a minute, but right now we need about a tablespoon of the brine, the juice in here. Just gonna eyeball this. Oh, that's more than a tablespoon, Mandy. Moving on, just like 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm really concerned about there being too much liquid. 1/2 teaspoon is not much. We need 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Just kidding. I need 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay, that's it for now, so let's whisk that together. I want to taste that, so quality control. That is not bad. Once our potatoes are done, we're going to reserve just a little bit of the liquid from the potatoes and put that in here as well, but we have to wait, so I'll be back. My name is Mandy, and I forget ingredients all the time. Carrying on. We need this plus more for garnish. I did not read that correctly, so here we are. But I've got my dill that's gonna go in now and my chives that are going in now. Plus, I need to chop up these pickles. It says we need about 1/2 cup of chopped dill, garlic pickles, probably a couple of these spears. So let's add that in. I'll leave a few out for garnish. I'm buying all of that. Oh man, I thought it looked weird. Yeah. It was missing quite a few ingredients. While we continue to wait on the potatoes, they only have about 7 minutes left. We're gonna crush up some of these dill pickle chips. So this brand is new to me. I've never tried it. I've seen it before, but never tried it. But this is the fried dill pickle flavored chips. When I say they may be my new favorite potato chips, making sure that we still had enough of these left for this recipe was a challenge. I'll just say that. But I need to crush them up. So I'm reaching up into the cabinet that you're sitting in. I'm going to crush about 1 cup of those up here. You don't want to crush them completely. I did from the picture anyway. It looked like some of them were in pieces kind of like this. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Is that about 1 cup? I think so. I think that's probably good. So I've got these. These will go on at the very end. So I'm about to take these off and drain them, but like it said, it wants me to reserve just a little bit of this liquid. It says 1/2 cup, but I don't know that I'll do quite that much because I added so much of that pickle brine accidentally. We'll just leave that to the side, and I'm gonna drain these. I'm gonna let these cool for quite a few minutes so that it doesn't mess up our salad dressing, or our dressing, I guess. So these are just gonna sit here for a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay, it's been a little bit. We have our reserved water here. It says mix between 1/4 cup of this and 1/2 cup of this into this mixture here until it's the consistency of salad dressing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to start with. We're gonna whisk that around. And it said, don't worry if it looks a little loose, it's gonna set up. So I feel like that was plenty that I just added just then, because that is definitely the consistency of salad dressing. So I added like maybe 1/4 cup, maybe not even quite that much. I feel like that's perfect. So I'm gonna let that be. And now we're gonna toss in our potatoes. Get all of those in there and toss them around. They're still a little bit warm, but they're not burning hot anymore. And we're just gonna toss them and coat them in the dressing. That smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Oh my stars. Okay. And then for garnish on top, we're gonna add a little more of the fresh dill just to make it look prettier. A few more of our pickles, and then our chips. Oh, let's not break things, Mandy. So it says to stir these chips in, so I guess my garnish is getting kind of stirred in. That's okay. Let's put some more chips on top. All right, friends, let's give this a try.
That looks good.
Smell it.
I smell it from here. I smell it from here. That looks good. Look at that. Pickles.
Pickle, I said.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get a big spoon.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Another pickle or two.
Okay.
All righty.
Are we in the frame? We're in the frame.
I
Okay.
think so. I am full of excitement.
You should be.
Chip too. A tater chip. Tink.
No, that should be illegal.
That's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Man, with potato chips in there too. That's a nice little crunch. Those pickles, it's like pow.
It's got fresh dill in there. Y'all.
If you love pickles, this is it.
This is a treat. This is something, if you're wanting to impress some people coming over, you're like, I'll bring, or if you're taking a potato salad, I'll bring the potato salad. They'll just think it's regular potato salad. You show up with this, you are now the most popular person at the party.
I'll tell you what, this is one of them go-backers.
We're going to be making a cherry tomato white bean salad. We're going to make our own vinaigrette to go over it. It's going to be tangy, but a little bit sweet. It's going to be perfect. To get started on this little salad, we need about 1/4 cup of olive oil, which I'm about to run out. Ooh, but I have just enough. There we go. Let's put that in there. Then we need 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. We need a little bit of Dijon mustard, only about 1/2 teaspoon, not much at all. And we need some salt and pepper. Okay, let's whisk that together. And this is a new mini whisk that I got. My spatula that I was using for the barbecue sauce was also new. Tammy and Phoebe mailed that to me, and it was just the sweetest thing. I opened up, they sent a sweet letter. They said for me to give Maggie Moo a hug for them, and I did. So thank you so much. I was so excited to get another mini whisk. I love these things. They're so handy. So thank you for that. All right. And with that, we're going to put in some garlic. You need about 1½ teaspoons of minced garlic. That's probably about right. And then we're also going to throw in about 3/4 cup of thinly sliced red onion. And what we're going to do is let this marinate together for about 15 minutes at room temperature. I'm trying to break that up as I add it in. We want it soaking all of that up. So we're going to set this to the side for about 15 minutes. And then we'll finish assembling our salad. These have been marinating for about 15 minutes, so let's assemble our salad. We've got cannellini beans that I drained and rinsed. Let's pour those in. You need about 2 pints of cherry tomatoes, halved. So these are from our garden. We always have a ton, so this was the perfect recipe for us right now. Then you need about 1/3 cup of fresh parsley chopped.
That's flat leaf, right?
Yes, flat leaf. I don't think it matters. It didn't say, it just said parsley, so whichever one. Then we pour over our dressing with our onions and garlic. Let's mix that in. Oh, that's beautiful. Very bright. And then lastly, you just need about 1/2 cup. It says shaved Parmesan. Mine is more like the regular cheese grater.
Chunky.
It's a little chunky, but that'll be okay. So we're just gonna pour that in and stir that around. And then this just sits at room temperature until we're ready to eat.
Salad incoming. Let's get all the lovely bits. Oh, yeah. Refreshing.
Good.
Cuts right through that savory, sweet,
Right.
smoky flavor of the barbecue sauce.
Right.
Cuts right through, freshens everything up. I love the the cheese and the texture of the beans in there.
Okay, good.
I don't know. It's just like very much like a cool salad.
Okay,
You
I love
know?
it. Yeah.
Very refreshing.
All right. Well, good deal.
Ingredients. Super flavorful. The onion flavor in there with that vinaigrette. Amazing.
He's gonna keep eating, and I'm gonna dig in. Before I get my fingers messy with the chicken, I'm gonna try this. That is so summery.
Yeah, this is so good. So delicious.
Our tomatoes are so good.
Yeah, they are. Super sweet.
Wow, gosh, that's good. We are making an egg salad. I love a good egg salad, but this one is an herbed avocado egg salad. Fresh herbs, avocado, eggs. How can you go wrong? I have already hard-boiled 3 eggs. I did that earlier in my egg cooker, and now they have cooled. I had them in an ice bath for quite some time, so we need to peel and chop these. Okay, so now I'm just gonna peel and chop these. I always love using this tool here to do my chopping. So I've got some parsley I need to chop, some dill. This is fresh dill. I've got my avocado, and then 1 rib of celery. We just need to dice all of this. Let's add our celery in with our eggs. I'm just going to chop this up and add it directly in with the eggs as well. And then you need about 2 tablespoons each of both parsley and dill. Now, if you want to use dried, that's fine, but you cut that way down. Let's go ahead and mix this up, and then we're gonna add in our wet ingredients. We just need a couple of tablespoons of mayo, just a little bit of Dijon mustard, about a teaspoon. And then I've got a lemon here. We only need about a tablespoon of lemon juice. That's gonna add some good flavor, but it's also gonna keep our avocado from turning so fast. And then let me grab some salt and pepper. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna mix this together, and I'm gonna stick it in the fridge until our sourdough is ready to eat. I've got some sourdough bread in the oven. So when that's ready, we can put this on some sourdough and have us a good lunch.
Right.
We ready?
Yeah, that looks great. I love this bread too. Oh my goodness.
I thought you were about to take a bite.
Oh.
Tink.
All right, here we go. Has this got dill in it? Wow.
He did not know that. He wasn't in here when I made it.
That is delicious.
Fresh dill,
Fresh dill.
fresh parsley.
This is like, it's so like cool and refreshing. I love that.
Celery in there too.
Wow. It's good.
Thanks. That's good.
This is not your typical egg salad.
No, this is very light and bright.
Yes.
It's got a little bit of lemon
right.
juice in there too.
I love this. It's like almost like a creamy consistency too, you know?
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Oh, really good.
I've already made some cilantro lime rice. I have shared this recipe a couple times on my channel, so I didn't show me making it today. I didn't want it to be piping hot when I serve what I'm serving, and you'll see why. I'll explain. But I've got cilantro lime rice, but we are making air fryer fish taco bowls. I've got some cod fillets here. My grocery store was out of fresh, so I had to get frozen, which is fine, but I've thawed them, and now I'm just gonna cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I did kind of dry them off, but I feel like there's still a good bit of liquid here, so I think I'm gonna pat it dry again after I cut it. Okay, it released a lot of liquid when I was pressing down on it, so I wanna kind of soak that up a little bit. Okay, and then you can season it however you like. You could do Cajun type seasonings, or you can do taco seasoning since these are taco bowls. I'm gonna go with a taco blend. This is from Spice Titan. This is their taco night seasoning. And in here there is chili powder, spices, pink Himalayan sea salt, garlic, smoked paprika, brown chipotle powder, and onion is what it says. So let's season this. You know what? I'm gonna spritz it with a little oil first. Let's season it with our seasoning. I wonder if I can kind of turn these over. All right, I'm gonna spritz it with a little more oil. Nope, you know what I'm saying. And give it a little more seasoning. Okay, that's ready for the air fryer. That is super simple. Let's place these in our air fryer basket. We're gonna air fry these for about 6 minutes. It says you wanna shake it halfway through, but we'll see. This is going in at 400 for 6 minutes. Now, while that is air frying, we're just gonna do a little bit of a slaw type mixture. I'm using this bagged slaw from the grocery store. I'm not gonna do the entire bag. I hate it when I get those really big pieces like that. Okay, that should be enough. We're just gonna add some salt and pepper to this, as well as some olive oil. I'm using this Tuscan, what is it? Tuscan herb infused olive oil. I'm just gonna sprinkle some, or pour some of that on here and toss it around. Just squeeze a little bit of lime juice all over. I'm just gonna do this whole lime. And then salt and pepper. We're just gonna toss that together. Let me taste that, see what we think. This stuff is so good. So lunch will be ready in like 3 minutes. Yep, 3 minutes. Now, we're gonna drizzle sriracha mayo on top. If you don't have store-bought sriracha mayo, we normally don't. Just mix some mayonnaise, some sriracha, maybe a little bit of like chipotle powder and some lime. Mix all of that together so that you can drizzle it over top. But we've already got some. So it's just me and Steven here, so we'll each get about half of this. So let me make my bowl. The reason why I didn't want my rice piping hot was because I was gonna have this cold slaw too. So my rice is still warm, don't get me wrong, but I thought it might be nice to let it cool down just a bit before we add everything. Now, speaking of Steven, I think he is out on his run. I thought he would be back by now. Maybe he ran further than I thought. So it will be a few minutes before he's ready to do a taste test. So I may have to stick this back in there to reheat. I don't know. But let me top it with our sriracha mayo just to give it a little extra color on top. I've got some cilantro here. That looks pretty good. So I know Steven's gonna be tired when he gets back from, it's a Saturday and it's like lunchtime. He went running. He's gonna be tired. I don't know if he'll do a taste test for us on camera. We'll see, but I'm going to. I hear all of you going, oh, I get it. He's the best taste tester. All right, let's see. We got some slaw. We got some rice. Shut your mouth. This recipe took 20 minutes just because we had to cook the rice. The cod is seasoned perfectly. That taco seasoning from Spice Titan. Very, very good. That was the first time I've used that. The sriracha mayo. The sriracha, that's what we'll call it. The sriracha tastes great on top. You've got the crispness of the coleslaw, you've got the cilantro lime rice, and then that perfectly seasoned cod. That's something you would order at a restaurant and be really glad that you ordered it. Okay, I'm gonna keep eating. This is phenomenal. You need to make these fish taco bowls. I love that it takes 6 minutes to cook the fish in the air fryer. So quick and easy. And I know Steven is gonna love fueling his body with this when he gets home. See y'all later. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I can't wait to hear which one was one that you were the most excited about. Which one made it to the grocery list so that you can make it soon. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around and become part of our YouTube family. We have an awesome family over here. Seriously, just go check out the comments. Super supportive of each other. It's like a big family reunion in the comment section every single time. Stay cool. I know it's hot out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.